there friends, Nibs again. Out in the garage, a little bit of goofing around tonight, and want to do a review for you guys on this new one that I just picked up. And I did a mail call with it the other day, and I am pleasantly surprised. I was really thinking this was going to be a El Cheapo piece of junk, but it's actually turning out to be kind of a fun little gun. So what we have here is the Artemis LP400, and I guess this is distributed by Snow Peak, but it definitely wins my affection, looking like a 1911. There's my 1913 Colt 1911, original U.S. Army issue. But I thought it would look pretty cool to have that. So I did I did do some testing on it beforehand, and I got to say I'm pretty impressed with some of the specs that I saw with it. The trigger was pretty impressive, so I really wanted to take it apart and take a look inside of it. And it really looks very similar to the mechanism inside the Gamo Compact. I've been looking at the inside of that one. It's not like the it's a little bit different arrangement than the one inside the P3 and P17 and that type of gun, but it is a very good trigger. And what I come up with was with over 3 pulls, I had an average of 9.5 ounces. So very, very nice light trigger. It does have a little bit of creep before it breaks, but boy, for something that's this cheap and this you know, the price line on this guy, it definitely beats all of those other ones out of the box. So the only one that was better was my Beeman P3, and I would fully expect that one to be much better. But yeah, 9.5 ounce trigger and pretty crisp. So the other thing I'll do before we move out to do some target shooting is tell you about the Crony numbers. Again, very impressive as far as, so with a pellet or target gun, you're really not so much worried about the actual feet per second as you are of what the spread is on the pellets. So the first 5 shots I did, and I'll put the screen capture right over here, but the first 5 shots I did, I had a spread of 1. Then I did 2 more, and then I had went up a few feet per second to, so it was like 338, 337, back and forth. Then I did 2 more, and I had a 341, a 342, so I ended up jacking my spread up to 5. Which is still a phenomenal spread even for high-end target guns, and this is definitely not that. But the only, I guess the only thing I could complain about with this gun right now is it doesn't have adjustable sights. You could windage drift this rear sight a little bit, but there's no way to adjust for elevation at all. Which is disappointing. I mean, they make something that actually works as nice as this does, and then go ahead and not include adjustable sights. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and throw this cover back on, put the cut handle back on here off camera, and then I'll take you guys out to the range here, and we'll shoot a couple of groups with it, and we'll wrap it up. But that is a pretty cool gun, and you can get these on eBay right now. They're a little bit more expensive than the P17, but it is a interesting piece, and if you have an airgun collection, be one you really want to probably put in your collection. So anyway, stand by and I'll get you out to the range. Alrighty, I am back. Got the shooting range set up here. We're going to go ahead and do a couple of test groups with this Artemis LP400. I've got some Stoeger exports. These are kind of a light pellet, so we're going to go ahead and try those. They're 7.48 grain, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to try it with some heavier pellets. And I've got these JSB Exact Heavy Diablos, and we'll go ahead and try them with those. I've tried them with, I've ran this gun with these Stoegers mostly. I haven't tried those other ones at all, so it'll be a surprise for all of us. But let's go ahead and see what we can do with these Stoeger pellets. Shooting 21 feet across the garage here, 7 yards, and pretty typical pistol shooting. Like to have 10 meters, but my garage is only so big. With the minimal little sights are hard to focus on. I wish this thing had better sights. That's my only complaint with this guy, is these sights are very, very minimal. Alright. Not looking too bad so far. Keeping them all in the black there anyway. That's pretty good. It has a pretty nice trigger. Like you guys saw, 9.5 ounces. There's just a little bit of creep to it, and it's not really a. I wouldn't call it a two-stage, because you can feel it, you know, pulling against the sear, and then it breaks. But it's light and crisp. Just a little creepy. Oh, that one went a little low. But that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and try some of these heavier ones here. These ones are definitely a different profile, so should be interesting. Okay. So I put a little Birchwood Casey paster on that one, because I'd already shot at it Rifle League, so okay, I see it. If anybody has any ideas as far as finding a new rear sight for this thing or something like that, I would be really interested in finding that out. It actually has a screw in the bottom here and a hole going through, so I could replace it. It looked like a dovetail, but it's not. It's just a slot, so it'd be neat to find some sort of replacement sight for it. Looks like it's grouping pretty good. Ooh, that one went off to the left, but I think that was just me. My eyes were not focused on these sights very well. That one went over there too. But anyway, let me go grab that real quick. All right, so that was not terrible at all. The Stoeger pellets up here did pretty well. I kind of pulled one down just here a little bit, but the rest of them were all up here in towards the center ring. The JSB heavies were doing pretty good, and then I flinched two over to the left here a little bit, but there you go. If anybody has any ideas as far as what I could do for an alternate sighting on this thing, I mean, I would even be willing to do something up here in the front to, but it's made out of aluminum, so I can drill that out and put, should be able to do something with it. Because it's got a nice trigger, and it seems like it's got a nice even power band, so I think with some good sights this thing would be pretty cool. You know, maybe I could even drill and tap and put a pick rail up here on the top and put a red dot on it. But anyway, there you go. There is the Artemis LP400. Neat little addition to the garage. I found it on eBay and said there's another single stroke pneumatic that I got to review for the guys. So but anyway, hope you liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.